Hi, welcome to my sewing channel. Today we are going to be sewing clothes for kids. I'm going to show you how to make this romper pattern. Now this is basically your ideal romper, and I'll tell you what I mean by that in a second. What I'm using today for the top portion is the Simplicity sewing pattern. It's great for beginners. It's Simplicity number 8526. Now, what makes this unique is, here's the top using that Simplicity pattern that I mentioned, and then I made the bottoms separate. So let's just get started. I'll show you how easy it is to make. So I'll meet you at the cutting table. So for the rompers, we're going to do a two-piece. So this is going to be the shorts, and you're just going to take an existing pair of pants that fit your child really well. You're going to add 3 inches. So I'm using the mark on my thing here, 1, 2, and you're just going to cut 3 inches. And then just kind of cut down using, I always use a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. And then just cut. These ones are going to be shorts, so I'm going to stop about right there. And then you can always adjust the length of your shorts later on. Okay, so I cut out this section for my shorts, and so I did 2 of them. So this is what my shorts look like. Now I'm going to work on the top, and it's going to be my Simplicity pattern that I showed you. 8526, and I'm going to cut out the front and the back, and then I'm going to find the sleeves and cut that out as well. And here is the sleeve that I'm going to cut out, and I've got my fabric layered because I'm cutting 2. So when working with the shorts, it's kind of hard to tell which side is the top and which is the bottom. This one I'm just going to verify. So this is my top. I'm just going to put a notch in the middle. So this is where the waistband is going to go. Okay, so I'm going to work on the bottom hem for now. I'm just going to do the cuff look on my serger. So I'm going to fold it in like this, and I'm going to repeat this on the other leg and on the shoulders. So I'm just repeating that finish on the legs, and now I'm working on the sleeves. Okay, now we are going to serge our neckband, the sleeves, and the legs. Okay, so I've got my 2 sleeves and my pants, the 2 sides of my pants. So let's construct these and my neckband. Okay, and now we're going to match up the arm. There we go, and I'll just clip those. Okay, so I'm going to sew those 2 sleeves down to the back. And then I am going to sew this part down here where the legs are. See, I'm folding it like this, and I'm going to sew from here to here. This is where the crotch line is. And I'm going to do the same for the other side. Okay, so this is our back and then our shoulders. So now I'm going to take my top panel of the shirt, and I'm going to clip the sleeves to this. And then I went ahead and ironed down my band, so I have that ready to go. And let me see. So what I'll do here is I'm going to sew the shoulders down, and then I will go ahead and sew the sides down while I'm over there at the machine. Now also I'm going to take the shorts and turn one of them, just one side, inside out. So the right sides are out. And I'm going to leave the other pair of shorts like this. And I'm going to tuck this leg into this leg. See? Hi. Pull this in and match up the seams. So this is the crotch line, and I know it doesn't make sense right now. It's kind of weird, but this is just how we do it. And then we're just gonna clip it and we're gonna sew up. Okay, so now let's go over to the machine. And I'm sewing the sleeves together at the shoulder. So now it looks like this, and it's inside out, and I am going to sew down both sides. Here's my first arm, and it'll go down the side. Okay, so there's that side. It looks so far so good. Now I'm going to sew down this other side. Okay, so now we just need to work on the binding for the shirt. So we'll move on to the shorts. And we're going to sew this weird area together. So I'm going to start up here at the top. So now the shorts, we will just pull one leg out and pull them both inside out, or I'm sorry, right sides out. And that's what they should look like right now. And so we will start working on the waist. Okay, right now we don't have a front or a back, although this looks actually like this one is lower. So you want your back higher and you want your front lower. You want your front 1 inch lower. So all I'm gonna do is fold it in half. I'll bring it over to my cutting board and show you. Okay, so I folded where I have one leg on top of the other, and this is my back and this is my front, however you picked it. And then the middle, I notched the middle in the beginning, and we're gonna go down 1 inch, and it's going to be a gradual slope like that. And now when you go like this is what it's going to look like. That's a little bit lower than I wanted, but it's okay. We'll work with it. Okay, I'm going to do the waist using the same method I did with hemming the bottom of the shirt. So I'm going to fold this down 1 inch. My elastic is 3/4 of an inch wide. So as long as I have it at 1 inch, then I will be good. You want to make sure you get at least 1 inch, or else your elastic is not going to fit into the casing. So I can't go lower than 1 inch. Okay, so I've gone through and I folded it in 1 inch. Now I'm just going to fold it over like this and take it to the serger and sew this part down. And I'm going to leave an opening, but this is going to create a casing for my rubber band, for my elastic. So now I'm just going to clip this part down. Okay, now we're gonna start on the waist of our shorts. Here is our opening where we're going to feed the elastic through, and I just hope that it fits. See, this is what it looks like. Okay, I got my elastic. It's 19 inches in length, and it's for a size 5, just giving you a reference. I put a safety pin on both sides, and I'm just going to feed this through my opening. Safety pin my end so that it doesn't go through the casing. And now I'm going to continue again to work my rubber band through, or my elastic through the casing. And then when you pull it through to adjust it, just pull on the elastic, not the safety pin, because you don't want it to break off. So I did make it a little bit too tight, but that's okay because it's knit and it stretches. Okay, that's what it looks like. And now I can just hide that in there. Now you'll want to make your fabric even. And once it's even, I'm going to put a stitch right here, and then I'm going to stitch a little bit right here so that the ruffles always stay even when my daughter wears it. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and just stitched it with my regular sewing machine to stitch the opening closed. I put a cute little tag in there so my daughter knows which way is the front and the back. I always do that. And then I did a little stitch on the sides. You can't even see it really, but it just, wait, where's the other one? And then one right there. And it just makes sure to keep the ruffling of the elastic even throughout the entire waistband. Now we are going to put the neckband on our shirt. Okay, one last thing for the shorts. I buy, these are at $1. They're just shoelaces, but it's perfect for a little drawstring look for the shorts. So I'm just going to stitch it in place right here. I'm going to do one straight stitch and then cut off the excess. See, so it looks like an X. Okay, so I did a couple of back stitches right there. Now I'm just going to cut this part, and I can put some fray check on it, and then I can tie this, and it's a cute fake drawstring. Okay, now we are at the final step to finishing up our romper. We are going to attach the binding. So what I'm going to do is I've got my notches right here. So that's the middle, and then there's those 2 notches. I'm going to make some notches. Now I'm just going to clip it. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at it, make sure it's pretty even. I am going to also clip right here just for safety. Let's see. Okay, let's take this to the machine. Okay, this is the final step. Wish me luck. Okay, I had a very successful binding. Okay, so So what do you think? Leave me a comment below if you like this version better than the true romper, because now I'm fine with my daughter wearing this, because if she has to go to the bathroom, I have to worry about her trying to like wrestle with her romper shirt, trying to pull her arms out in a weird way. Okay, so I really hope that you found this tutorial helpful and that you have been inspired to make your own romper. So leave me a comment. Let me know if this is something that you would like to make. And did you think it was easy? I feel like it was a pretty easy pattern that I got done really quickly. So I want to thank you so much for watching. And until next time, happy sewing, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys.